We continue to wait. Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we are headed to the world of Wolcen, Lords of Mayhem. Wolcen Studios has officially bestowed upon us their June update, and I feel eager and excited to dissect it with you. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. Alright, let's jump right into this. Now, to understand where we are right now, you've got to remember where we were. So just follow me down the rabbit hole for a second. You ready? Tuesday, March 9th, 2021. This is March of this year. Up and coming improvements for Wolcen. And you will see right here, we're going to focus on summons improvements. In a future update, summons will receive meaningful improvements that will make them stronger and easier to use. We want to give you more control over your summons while also receiving the summons modifier scaling. We were promised summons improvements in a future patch. Okay, great. That is in March. Fast forward 5 weeks, April 15th. Development update, April 2021, and you will see right here some of the more complicated features still require more time. Summons improvements. They're not ready. Okay, they just told us about it a month ago. Of course it's not ready after 5 weeks. Wolcen takes a little bit of time. Fast forward to May 5th. And you will see right here, the content patches that will be released after Bloodstorm Part 2 are of course already being worked on, and while we already announced, they will bring crafting UI and summons improvements. So now we find out that they're still not ready, and they're not coming on the next update, which they didn't come on the next update. That was on May 5th. We are now caught up, and we are at the June update. This is June 23rd. May 5th to June 23rd. That is over a month and a half later. So let's see what's going on. Hello, everybody. Today, we want to give you more information on timelines we're currently aiming for, and while we always keep you up to date on our progress, please bear in mind that it might be subject to change if we think a feature needs more development time. We are fully aware of that. First paragraph, we learn nothing. Bloodstorm Part 2 Content Patch 2 was released May 18th and brought new monsters, new improvements, loot filter improvements, animation improvements, item marked, and quality of life improvements. We already know all that. So second paragraph or bullet points, we have still learned nothing. Here we go. You ready? Early to mid-July. Content Patch 3. This content patch will bring summons revamp, new environments, new skills, damage type variations, new cosmetic armor, quality of life improvements. So they are claiming, oh, and believe me, I am going to hold them to this. Early mid-July, we will have Content Patch 3, and I will be able to rebuild my summons character for Wolcen. I've promised you an update for my build guide, and I will deliver. Early to mid-July. Let's continue. Now I have to say, I am excited to test this out when it's done. This is me being honest. I want to see what they're capable of. The changes to the summons that will be implemented are massive. They will include complete cosmetics revamp, models, animations, and VFX entirely redone. Really interesting because they just redid a lot of VFX for summons. Okay. Skill mechanics redesigned, improved behavior and control, having them respawn automatically. Okay. Seeing their damage in the tooltip and on screen, power scaling with your character equipment, and Gates of Fate's node. That looks like a meaningful update to summons. And I'm excited to see what my build is capable of once this happens. It only took them, if they deliver mid-July, 5 months. 5 months. And the game, by the way, came out February 2021. So really it took them a year and a half. September/October content patch 4. This content patch will bring new endgame activities and reward system, new monsters, new environments, new skill damage type variations, new cosmetic armor. Now, I don't know if I'm correct in this. It says new endgame activities. New endgame activities and reward system. Doesn't say new endgame. Hold on, follow me for a second. Our goal is to add new mission types and better rewards mechanics to our endgame system. We will give you more details on these in the future development. So this sentence clarifies new endgame activities. The current endgame that we have, we're going to have more to do with it. So that little town thing, there's probably going to be more nodes of missions you can do, which means possibly we're still only going to be able to run expeditions. November, December content patch 5, new environments, new monsters, controller support. Now, controller support has turned into a joke. I don't want controller support, but I know that it is the #1 most requested thing for Wolcen because they promised controller support with the 1.0 launch. So every single time they drop a content patch, you always see, where is controller support? We have a dedicated team working on controller support, and we're making sure the feature is ergonomic and player friendly. We're aiming for a release in November, December. There's going to be nobody playing this game in November, December. Although, as previously stated, this might be subject to change based on how well we progress on its development. Crafting. We initially planned on implementing a few changes to the user interface and crafting items description, as well as changing the abyssal tier item behavior. However, the crafting system as it currently is needs more than a few tweaks. Thus, we will take more time to work on this feature, and I will let you know about the changes as we are planning in the up-and-coming development updates. Bug fixing. We will continue to work on bug fixing as we have always done. Improving the core of the game is still a priority in our workflow. We will add bug fixing patches in between content patches whenever possible, as well as bug fixes within content patches, like it was in the case of Bloodstorm Part 2. Quality of life improvements. We will keep browsing through all the suggestions you send us daily, identify which ones are the most upvoted / asked for, and try to select some of them to be added to each content patch. We will tell you more about the features previously announced here in the future in the monthly updates. Thank you very much for the support. I've never made a game. Never been a developer. Can't code, not an engineer, can't even draw. But what I do know is I can compare different studios. You already know what I'm going to say. 11th hour games. 2 months, 3 months, sometimes 4 months. We'll drop a content patch that feels bigger than the entire game of Wolcen. Wolcen has been trying to implement controller support, a crafting system that at least makes sense, like you know what you can possibly craft, and summons, being able to hit a button so that your summons attack what you want them to, for a year and a half. I'm just like, are they trolling us? Like, am I getting trolled by this communication? I don't understand. How can they possibly say that crafting requires more tweaks, so it's going to take more time? Okay. That's the update. As frustrating as ever with a game that I continue to make content on, have an active build guide that is currently for the version it's on. And I'm here for this community. I don't know. I can tell you this. When these summoning nodes drop, I am going to test them thoroughly. And I'm going to do a side-by-side to see just how different they are. we will see. All right, everyone, that's the video. I want to know your opinion. Are you just as disappointed as I am, or am I completely off? Is this great communication? Wolcen Studios continues to make meaningful updates to the game in a timely manner. Am I completely crazy? Let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We just passed 1,000 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is in the description. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Maybe you learned something or at least were entertained. Aaron, out.